Good kill, good kill. Hey, good kill.
Dagger 2, this is Sentry. We have UN troops in contact with insurgents who we believe have acquired abandoned military armor from Syria. They're en route to the UN outpost in the area, and they're currently meeting resistance from UN forces. UN forces are requesting air support, and you're the closest fast air in the sector. Thin out the enemy armor, and they can take care of the rest. Be advised that UN troops are reporting possible sightings of 2 SA-13 anti-air systems in the area. I say again, possible 2 SA-13 systems in the area. Sentry out.
Alright, possible 2 SA-13s in the area, so I have the sidearms selected here on the Harrier. The sidearm, for anybody who doesn't know, it's a Sidewinder missile whose seeker has been switched out to, instead of being a heat seeker, it's an anti-radiation, kind of like a harm. Basically it's the same thing. It's going to go out there and look for radiation emissions, and it's going to try to hit that. So a SAM that's, whose radar's on, it's going to be able to find that and hit it. Then we're going to support these UN troops with some good old dumb bombs here. They should be right where that circle's at. That's my waypoint, so we're going to head over there, see what we can find. Keep an eye out for those SA-13s. So I think the first thing I'll do is I'll do an overfly of the area. Be kind of like a show of force, but mostly I want to see if those SA-13s will shoot at me. We will obviously pre-flare in order to make sure we're safe from that SA-13. At least the probability of impact will be low. Let's break left over the waypoint and we'll climb here. And we'll just climb over this mountaintop here. We're being spiked. SA-13s are active. They're around here somewhere. We're dropping flares. There it is. We got 2 missile launches. One of them's tracking. Ooh, that was close. Alright. Let's come back around. We basically know where they are now. We'll see if the sidearms can see them. Do a nice little turnaround here. I waited to get out of range just because I don't want to turn around in range for them to shoot at me again. So we'll bring it around again. We have to get rid of these SA-13s before we can start supporting the troops, because I'm just going to get shot down if I don't do that. So let's see if he sees anything here. They were right around this area. No tone yet. Come on, where are you? There it is. Magnum 1, and the other one was over here somewhere. And I'm just going to send it. They're shooting at me. Magnum 2. This first one hit, second one's right on target here. And I think we got good impact on the second one. First one for sure got hit. That's it, 2 SA-13s out. And we'll go around and start supporting the troops. Those can be pretty dangerous, SA-13s. Flares are, it's basically kind of luck a little bit sometimes. They do sometimes track. We're gonna go ahead and set the bombs to CCIP, continuously computed impact point, and I have the fuse set to instantaneous. And we'll go up here. This will be a bit of a challenge. The targets will be mobile, but I'm still gonna hit them with a 1,000-pound Mark 83. So theoretically, if I even hit close, that should be good enough. come around now. I want a decent amount of altitude on this first run, just because I don't really know what's down there. And I think they have BMPs, so I'm just a little worried of coming in low. I believe BMPs are 30mm cannons on them, so one hit from that will end this mission for the Harrier. But here we go, we're setting this up here. I'm just getting a nice little lineup. That's our CCIPQ, the little cross on the HUD. We'll put that on our target. I see a little cluster of them here, Pickle 1. And then we're gonna pull up and roll. Let's watch that impact. It was pretty high altitude drop, so I hope it was on target. That looked good. Yeah, look at that, multiple fires. Nice hit. Okay, we'll come around for another drop here. As we thin them out, it'll become harder and harder to hit targets with these bombs. Only because, you know, they're not clustered together like that. It'll be harder to hit them. I'll have to lead, especially tanks. Every time I do one of these missions, I can't help but compare the aircraft to the A-10. I think this mission would have been better suited for the A-10, minus the time it takes me to get on target. You know, from when they ask for air support to when I get here, I think that's really the only advantage the Harrier has in this situation. They could have called for air support and the A-10 would have been here like 3 hours later. So that's, in every other way, the A-10 is better. I think I see a guy right here. Let me see if I can do it, Pickle. We'll pull up here and roll. And we got impact, hit near him, but good enough, he's dead. Got him with some splash damage there. Okay, and we will pull away. I think as of right now I'm hitting soft targets, so I'd like to start prioritizing some tanks. And I think the ground forces would really prefer it if I did that also. Started targeting tanks. Again, I want to pull away a little bit here, just because I feel like I get a better CCIP drop when I do that, although when I do that, it's harder to hit moving targets. And there's a bit of a tree line there, which I'm kind of curious if there's a tank in there from the last run I did. So I want to hit that tree line. Like if I was these guys, I would hide in this tree line here. I think I see a tank or something in there. I'm gonna drop this Pickle right on that tree line. Pull up. I swear I saw something in there. Oh, I think he just left the tree line in time. There's a T-55, I think. Okay, that guy now has my full attention. He just wasted a 1,000-pound bomb. I mean, I guess I did effectively take away cover. That's really all they have there with that tree line. Other than that, they're kind of in an open field, which is nice. It would be really bad if they were in between buildings, because then I definitely wouldn't be able to hit them with 1,000-pound bombs. You know, that would be not very nice to the civilians. Alright, let's start diving in here, see who we can see. I see a guy right here, right on the edge. That's a T-55. Tell from the barrel. Here we go. Pickle. That should be a good one. I put that one right on top of his head. If he doesn't move, he's so dead. There we go. I think that's a good hit. Did I get him? Yeah, I see a little fire. Definitely got that guy. There's something, I don't know, weirdly fun about just dropping dumb bombs. Like we did the Harrier mission over Germany last time, and that was quite fun for me. There's something about it where it's like, you know, because you have to do the work, you have to lead them in and all that stuff. It's a little bit more satisfying than like shooting a Maverick or like lasing a target. You know, lasing's a little bit more satisfying, I guess, but like a JDAM, you just click and drop, you know. Something about a dumb bomb just feels a little more personal. Just set up this attack path so I wasn't obstructed by smoke on my way in. There is some sort of fire down there. Can't tell if it's UN forces or these guys. I see this guy right beside the last guy I hit, Pickle. And that guy was driving forward very slowly, and I tried to lead him. Oh yeah, no, that got him. Yep, that got him. Oh yeah, nice lead on that one. You know what it's like? It's like when, you know, you gun somebody in a dogfight. It's more satisfying than shooting a Sidewinder at them. And the reason is that you had to do all that work to get yourself into a position where your rounds could hit them, you know? Whereas when you shoot a Sidewinder, the missile does most of the work for you, especially if it's like a 9X or something, right? There's more of a feeling of like satisfaction, like, oh, that was me. That was mostly me who did that, you know? Possibly see something right here. These little chevrons, they indicate IR sources. Pickle.
Pull up, pull up.
And up we go. And I don't know, maybe. The smoke is making it pretty hard to see what I'm hitting at this point. That was my last Mark 83 actually, so I'm going to switch over to gun. And I'm going to try to redeem myself from the last gun run I did over Germany with this Harrier here. The gun is good, it can definitely pen like BMPs and stuff. It's just a lot harder to aim it, in my opinion, compared to like an A10 or something. You also got a lot less time to aim it, because you're much faster than an A10 in a Harrier. We're coming in at 480 knots. 500 knots now. I'm looking for targets. I don't see anything.
Pull up, pull up.
Oh, there's a guy in front of the tree line here. BMP right here. Hold on.
Out, out.
Nice. Got him.
Pull up, pull up.
Almost got killed myself, but I got him. Very nice. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure we got everything down there. So they wanted the armor thinned out. I think we did that. UN forces seem good. I think they took a casualty or two at best. I don't know. I just see a little bit of smoke on their side, which is unfortunate. But it could have been a lot worse with the amount of armor these guys brought in. Let me just do one more pass through here and make sure everyone's dead. It is becoming harder and harder to see targets just because of all the smoke. Yeah, I think everything's dead. I don't see anything down there. Alright, let's go land. Let's get out of here.